Alright, welcome back to another episode of Harvestella. Um, so we are going to go ahead and meet Unicorn in the forest, meet Dianthus on the airship, and then I think we're just gonna head straight to the, Orbital Cradle. I do need to buy some more stellar wheat seeds, and probably some more lump potato seeds. I think I need like 4 more, but the lump potato we can wait for... No, lump potato we'll also get, so...
I
Yeah,
hope
just...
bring back souvenirs.
I do need to buy some seeds. Going to the top. Okay. So yeah, we don't have to go through Castle of Illusion, which is nice. I'm gonna start with our gene. Just gonna quickly buy some potato seeds because they will be done tomorrow. And I want to just have a couple on hand. I need 14. So general store. Yeah. They're pretty cheap, so let me think here. I need 14, so in total I have 10, but I want to get 28, so I need 18 more. 1,400, yeah, that's fine. Hmm. 1,600, 2,000. Yeah, that's too much. Yep, and we also need to buy some stellar wheat, so yeah. Go to entrance, we're gonna fly to Shatala. Oh, I should have stopped by Leith first, actually. Probably not the most direct way to get to places, but that's fine. Hi, I need to buy like 28 stellar wheats? No, 24, 48 stellar wheats if I can. Nice. Okay. Oh, nope, not open door. I thought it was the monolite. Not gonna lie, at least load times are pretty quick in this game. Do I need to go home? No, not really. Okay. Run over here. Wait, why did I need to go to Shatala? I don't need to go to Shatala. Why did I say we need to go to Shatala? Prompt entrance? Yep. Huh. So this is where the memory started, huh? No recollections at all, and just never thought to question it. I'm gonna guess the omens also implanted that. Okay, but knowing what we know about the cradle now... I'm sorry, what? Is that your brother? Monocross? Uh-huh. Oh, is it another shadow situation? Yeah, unfortunately. Yes. So, do we need to find those old men? Yeah, no clue. Ow. Oh, information. Lost Gaia. Not a town, it's a whole other planet. Oh, so we needed... Sorry, we needed to complete this place first. Okay. Sure. Uh-huh. I guess we're taking 2 unicorns to Lost Gaia. But Earth shouldn't have any unicorns, right? Knowing what we know about the creation of this planet, Grand Truffle. Huh? Grand Truffle? What does that do? Cooking ingredient. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna not bother with it too much just yet. Okay. Yeah, just let me know when you guys are gonna head out. Head over there. Okay. Okay, Dianthus, what's up? Oh, I forgot to cook. Did I forget to cook more egg benedicts? Whoops. Uh-huh. Oh, that takes some determination. Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll work on it together. I appreciate your assistance. Shall we move on to the next letter? Sure. You're not usually lost for words. Abel has contracted an illness with no cure. My prognosis is not improved and my health is worsening. The quietus, huh? Incurable illness. Right. I'd love to hear your thought. Is that really okay? That goes against our prime directive. I recognize that our original directive discourages interfering with our lives. Huh, not something that I expected. Won't you get in trouble? Alright, call me if you need me. Lunamancer Bondstone. Alright. And then I guess we're heading out to Orbital Cradle. Don't have too much space, but it should be enough still. Okay, so these will probably have to just be the ketchup omelet stuff. I think the bigger issue with the ketchup omelet stuff is that oh right, it's this thing. Yeah, the bigger issue with the cradle omelet stuff is that I'm running out of tomatoes. Actually, yeah, hang on. Let me switch out. If I'm gonna have Aria's good, but instead of Asil, I want to get Hein. So with Aria and Hein, I should switch my style to be a more backline mage. Pilgrim is still good, and yes. And then Avenger. Okay. We go to Avenger first. Okay, we should probably eat a little bit. Let me just take a break.
Thank you. Ready? Let's go.
Yep, as ready as we'll ever be, I suppose. Where am I? Okay. FGH. More of these. Great. I suppose if I don't really care, I could just go through without issue.
Let's combine our efforts.
Yeah, omens go down pretty quickly, which is nice. Okay. Oh.
They were no match for us.
Okay. We're doing good, we're doing good. That leads us to J.
That was a good workout.
Sure, let's go with that. Good workout. Yes, press the switch. Nice, stamina replenished. Uh-oh.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, ow. Ooh. You guys okay there? Aria and Hein took a beating there. Okay, so we're down here now.
put this business to bed.
Oh wait, hang on. I need to switch. I'm okay with them going away actually. Actually, yeah, if we just let them die, they'll
Let's
come
get
back
this
at
over
full
with.
health.
This is not how it is.
They'll come back at full health in a little bit, so... Oh. Nice, okay. Oh, let's push that
Okay,
button.
now I'm mad. I'll get you back for that.
Welcome back, Aria. Do I want to open this door? I do have a couple of level 2 repair kits now. Might as well. It'll take an hour. That's K. Nice. Sunstone, Wind Raider, Feather. That leads me down here. I mean, the Sunstone is kind of nice, I guess, but... I guess it depends on how much money the Sunstone is worth. Okay. And this should be... Yep, right there. Oh, I wonder where that button comes from. Okay, Heinz 100% gonna die here.
Let's combine our efforts and put this business to bed. How's this?
Okay. Oh. Okay, they're... That's not helping at all. There we go.
I'm back now.
Okay, yeah, letting my teammates die is actually not a super bad strategy. As long as one of them is still up, it works out okay. House of Wisdom. Okay. What is this room for? This is the library, an automated archive of human knowledge, compiled by a news company. Database of human history, research, culture, customs. The Cain's final history. Okay. The Paradise Project? Oh, Aria recognizes it. Last piece of research that Cain's conducted. No way of stopping the Red Queen from emitted, they made a plan to live among it. Oh, it was called the Paradise Project. Built a barrier around the city would prevent the invasion of Gaidas and create a heaven on earth. So like safe havens. They abandoned Eden on Lost Gaia, that was a test city. They concluded any attempt to bring Gaidas under control would be a waste of time. How disappointing. In my time, we were still fighting hard to get rid of worlds of Gaia Dust's harmful effects. That's just how much things have changed since you left. I like you more than anyone to understand their decision though, because the leaders of the Paradise Project were Mr. and Mrs. Leventhal, your parents. The Leventhals, accomplished scholars known for their Astrum Cell research, concluded that eliminating Gaidas was infeasible, and the last 2,000 years have only proven them right. Even we cannot find a solution for Gaia does, and we are high-level artificial intelligence. But didn't you say you found a way to end? I said I'd make a breakthrough regarding Quietus. I don't recall saying I could end it. What was the consequence of Gaia purification scheme we had been carrying out? It is our fault Lost Gaia had a territory shift. But we have to find a fix for Quietus. That's what gives us Seth hope. Don't go down that route, Dianthus. I can tell you from that experience that so-called hope is some kind of bug. Hope is a monster that feeds on wishes and consumes your thoughts. Don't rear such a destructive monster. My old personality became so obsessed with the impossible task of trying to end Quietus that I went as far as attempting sensus macabre. Don't you remember the star apotheosis? But I get it, you're a realist. Now will you please tell us your plan? I suggest we reinstate the Paradise Project and preserve Rigai's environment with a Quietus barrier. If humans reside within the barrier, then it will mean they can live normally throughout Quietus. Sounds claustrophobic. It does? By now you must be aware that we have manipulated information on several occasions with you Abels. The imaginary royalty and the castle of illusions, the magic of the monolith. And humans accept information without questioning it because you have an imagination. You're designed to supplement the blanks in reality with your own. With this ability, it is easy to even fabricate fictional beings. Have you used that creatively? None of this is sitting right with me. You're practically saying to our faces that we are inferior to you. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. That was not my intention. It is within the nature of intelligent life to perceive situations only as far as they can see. Have you heard of the cosmic egg? The universe is a framework that is perceived subjectively. A Shik can only understand what's inside the egg, but as long as it's comfortable in there, the Shik won't complain. We could recreate that on Rigaia, Heaven's Shell. That is my plan. So those were your true intentions. I might normally brush off such a suggestion, but with time closing in on us now. That's right. The end of this cradle's hibernation period is drawing near. What? Not even hibernation can keep cells alive forever. That is why we don't have much time to deliberate. I'd like to hand the decision over to you, Aria. What decision? I have run a simulation which confirmed that Heaven's Shell idea could be realistically implemented. But here's the problem. In order to maintain Heaven's Shell, we would need to use all of the energy from the Sea's Light to power the Quietus barrier. Oh, but you can't do that. Right. What would happen to the world outside of Heaven's Shell? It would inevitably waste away after being cut off from the environmental regulation that the Sea's Light provided. But that's awful. That is the least of our worries. The problem is the area we can cover. Even using all 4 Seas Light, at most we'll be able to maintain a barrier with a 25 rim radius. I have no idea how long a rim is. It's only large enough for a certain number of inhabitants. So there are people that can't go in. That is the problem. I will answer with the results of my simulation. According to my preliminary calculations, Heaven's Shell could fit a maximum of all the Cain sleeping in the cradle, or all of the Abels who live on Rigaia. One of the two. This is an extremely difficult ethical decision. The decision I'd like you to make, Aria, is which species of human we should keep. Our orders are to preserve humanity, so it is ethically impossible for us to eradicate one version of humanity. It would be in violation of the 3 major regulations. We cannot ask the people of Regaia to choose either, as they would surely choose their own kind due to the selfish gene. And even if we wake up the Cains, the same will apply to them too. Although it is not ideal, you have at least lived on Regaia and made several acquaintances in your time there. You are in the best position to say which world is better. It is only you who can make a fair and ethical decision on which version of humanity we should carry into the future. She's not gonna be able to choose. I would like you to decide which one you feel is best for the future of humanity. Yeah, 1, the idea's already messed up. 2, putting all that on one person. 7... Geist is right about this one. They may not be perfect, they lack decision-making skills, but at the end of the day, they're still high-level AI. Their intelligence surpassed ours a long time ago. No matter how hard we try, we won't be able to suggest a better solution than them. The days when we could afford to indulge in dreams and fantasies are over. You are right. Dreams are nothing more than humans' overly optimistic assumptions. What's more, the Paradise Project was your parents' suggestion. How am I supposed to make that choice? I can't. It's such a massive decision. The end of hibernation period is drawing near, but we do have a little time. Take one day out to think about it. Then come to me with your answer the day after tomorrow. Oh, so is that the end of this for now? Oh, we're back in the... We're worried about Aria. Extraordinary. It's hard to think that the seas like were Omen-made machines all along. And that Heaven's Chill concept. I must admit, their science is on a whole different level. If they say the Heaven's Chill is the only solution, I think they're probably right. It's a hard decision for Aria though. Wonder what she'll do. If there are 2 types of humans in this world, then only one can enter heaven. Dianthus? Not gonna say anything, huh? Oh, thumbs. Heaven's Chill is humanity's only chance at survival. But it's either you're humans or us, the original ones. Only one of us can survive. It's almost funny, isn't it? Alright, now you all see me as... I'm your enemy. No, not really. Don't give me those empty niceties. Sorry, I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. Probably won't say anything nice in this state. Got too many thoughts going through my head. I'm gonna go home. Aria left the party. Well, we may as well call it a day too. Orbital Cradle complete. time is currently not moving. I kind of want to upgrade this instead, actually. Wow, it's just silent, huh? Yeah, with there being no time, yeah, I assume there's not much I can do, so we're just gonna go to Leith Village. Oh, it's gone. Oh, I thought you were with Aria. Do you know where she went? Mm-hmm. I probably shouldn't have left her on her own. I see. I don't know what the exact situation is, but I can see you all are fighting very hard for something. Just remember that spirit you had in the beginning. Because you can't solve tomorrow's problem by only thinking about tomorrow. Think about how you lived in the past, how that led you to now, and where it will take you. There's no point in regretting your past, but knowing that everything you've experienced now has its purpose. Think it may benefit both of you to look back at it over again. What now? Oh, we go back and sleep, I guess. And I guess we're now actually kind of stuck. Can't really go shopping, can't really do farm work. Yeah, I guess we're kind of stuck for now. Okay, I mean, sure. I've already completed everything I wanted to do anyways, so... Level 50. A little bit of money, but not a lot. Autumn Chill Day 4. Thumbs, are you awake? I am now. Uh-huh. What's wrong? Nothing is necessarily wrong, but... To Higan Canyon. Is there something that you haven't told us about then? Do I need to go to Higan Canyon immediately? Is time moving? Time is not moving. Okay. So I can... Oh. Nope, can't do that.
Crops begging to be harvested.
Okay, I can at least do this. I guess. Nope, can't do anything else, but I mean, since there's no time, I might as well do some of this stuff. I'm not using any stamina either, so... Nope, can't harvest, can't do that, can't do that. Can I at least put stuff into the... Oh wait, we can also ship the sunstones. Can we at least put stuff into the feed maker and stuff? One of these, one of these, I guess. Let me think, what else do I need? Let's also make some more curry powder. So curry... vegetable juice. Oh, can we make grape juice? Let's make grape juice.
There is a letter here for you.
Okay, there is a letter here for me. Okay, so Shrika thing, so and there's a quest at oh, Toodaloo humans. Interesting. That is definitely Tweedledee and Tweedledum quest right there. And Shrika has her final event, so I do want to do that once time starts moving again.
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
I'll try. Do I have to walk or can I switch transport? I can't switch transport. Okay, Dianthus. This is where we first met. Yeah, this place brings back memories of the demo months and months ago. I helped you fix your helmet. Yeah, remember you were broken. You said you were thrown off the airship. No? Okay, reactor. How did you end up in that state? It's not mentioned. You have you sided with Geist. Yes, that's what I kind of assumed. I think you said you worked with Geist, but then you disagreed, and then he left you there or something like that. And now you know that he went to Lost Gaia. Right, yep, the airship. You fell from the airship. I remember that. So he wanted to eliminate Quietus. Right, it's not logical. No, I mean, you've been working through heart stuff. Like, Abel heart stuff. I don't know anymore. I'm well aware that my behavior is abnormal. This is between you and me, but I think I may be malfunctioning the same way Geist did. There is a noise within my logic circuitry, of which I cannot be put into words. A light of sorts. It has been going louder ever since you defeated me in the Castles of Illusions. Are you broken? No, there are no problems with my hardware. But the pattern in my logic has changed. Frankly speaking, I have high hopes for you. Based on just specs alone, you shouldn't have been able to defeat me. Not to mention how you miraculously defeated Geist, who had the planet's power as backup. The odds were 1 in a million. To be honest, I was too wrapped up in Geist's idea of the proper death, as many of us were. But you told him that innocent people would die that way. You were the one and only person who could have said that to his face. You just didn't want to lose. That's what set you apart from anyone else. I will let you in on something. Not even we are perfect, and there is no such thing as a theory without holes. Because all events in this world unfold from possibilities. How reality is defined depends on existence probability. Among the many factors that may alter the possibilities, monolite is the most pivotal. The principle that you can use magic for monolite, probability theory is involved there. All you need to know is that monolite's at the hypocenter of those variations. The truth is, when you fought with Geist, or when you fought hard to accomplish something for that matter, the monolite demonstrated abilities that far exceeded its specs, as if it were in response to your determination. It's almost as though the monolite had a will of its own. You're saying it's a girl. I completely forgot about girl. Wait. Girl. Even though it is we who made the monolith, we do not understand how it brings about magic. You humans have a heart. Believe it when it whispers to you. If anyone can do that, it is you. During the Common Era, people once tried to fly, despite the harsh criticisms from those around them. Their idea was brushed off as an unrealistic fantasy. The same happened when people the same happened again to people who tried to defy gravity, break through atmosphere, and take off into space. Throughout history, those who changed the world were always wrong according to the common knowledge of the time. It is unreasonable that you would lose that ability just because we appeared. We are superior only in intellect. So, make the decision for yourself. It is not for someone else to choose. You're the only one in the world who can make that decision. As far as I can observe, that is the one function that you human beings have. p.m. Okay, so we need to sleep in our bed. I need to do a bit of farming first, and we're gonna go to Shrika's.
Didn't think you were coming back.
Of course I'm coming back. I have stuff to do.
Hello, little crappies.
Like all these potatoes right here.
Hello, little crappies.
Oh no, no nuts today.
Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies.
Okay, so let's see what I'm gonna sell here. I'm gonna sell the good ones, and we're keeping the bad ones. The fact that there's 8 good ones and 8 good ones and 6 like normal ones is kind of unnerving. That's okay. This essentially guarantees that I will get at least enough. This guarantees that I will have enough stuff to deal with.
Drink up,
Enough
puppies.
money to buy new seeds.
Take this. Take that. Take this. Take that. Hiya.
Okay, so that's Moro corn. That's kind of the next thing I need to buy is 24 Moro corn, which is gonna cost a lot. Moro corn is 200 each. 24 would be like 4,800. So I'm hoping my lump potato would be enough. It probably won't be, but that's the hope at least. Let's check my other biomes. That's not done yet, but the coconuts are. Okay, we might just sell this batch because I do need... Okay, nothing here yet. But yeah, I might sell this batch just because I need the I do need the money, so I might just sell this whole coconut batch here. Let me just triple check my storage. Make sure there's nothing that is just like, oh, you just need to sell these. Can't be used in this state. Yeah, I wonder what this is for. Is there like an earth purifier that we can make or something later? Okay, so we don't need silver or copper anymore for the most part. Well, we do need a bit of silver, but... So we have gold, we have a bear trite. We only have 6 monolite fragments. Okay, weapons are a long way away. Okay, so now we need to just sleep in bed and end the day. So instead we're gonna go to Shrika. I'm gonna fly over to Shrika in Arjun. Go over to the temple and get Shrika's final event. Jump, jump. Thumbs, thank you for coming. As I wrote in my letter, I have been formally inaugurated as Matriarch of the Seaslight Order. Congratulations! Thank you. The Holy Mother and I are working together on how to move forward. The confusion within the Order may have settled down, but there still is a mountain of work ahead of us. The sect of the Anti-Mother has gone silent, but the mark they left still remains all the same. As it turns out, I'm far busier now than I ever anticipated. Are you sure you have time to talk? I have something important I wish to speak with you about, so I made time. I spoke to a number of clergymen during my inauguration, explaining that I do not intend to end my expeditions outside of the capital just because I became a matriarch. So you want to keep traveling with us? It's certainly unconventional. I may be the first matriarch to do so. But there's so much of the world I would miss by remaining within the temple, which is why I mustn't allow my position to stop me from traveling and broadening my horizons. In order for us to change the world for the better, the Order must also change. Traveling only becomes all the more necessary as I embrace my role as matriarch. This is what I told them. To my surprise, they were all incredibly supportive. So rules are changing. Of course, I can't ask someone to take on the position of matriarch in my absence. But as long as everyone does their part, accepting help when times are tough or offering help to those in need, we can combine our efforts across the Order and everyone will improve for the better. That's in the teachings, yeah? Change requires time, but I believe it's something we can do. With an abundance of goodwill, anyone can change. Well, I'll be rooting for you. Thank you. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, since I will be continuing my duties as missionary for the Order, I will travel alongside you as well. It will be the same as it was before, so if you're ever in need of my assistance, don't hesitate to contact me. If I had been able to do this from the beginning, perhaps Sights would have changed too. Where is he now? Sights is in his cell. I don't think he'll be coming out there for a while. But when he does, I believe he will have repented for his sins. I didn't lose him this time. My closest friend, my family. You're right. The truth is, dealing with His Eminence was painful. I understand Kierkegaard was an enemy of humanity and that we had to destroy him. But still, it wasn't easy to do. You can rely on others. You're right. I put too much pressure on myself. Reality isn't always what it seems. I know it's not much, but from His Eminence and Sights and everyone within the Order, if we could all live in peace, then that will be enough. But that isn't the way of the world just yet. There is still so much I don't know and so many people in need of help. I cannot ignore that. You have a kind heart. I think you have me beat there, Thumbs. But I won't give up. Ever since I was orphaned and saw only evil in the world, I craved light in order to live, a light of hope for tomorrow. Without light, flowers cannot bloom. Humans are no different. That is what I believe. And so, I will continue to fight. I will fight to bring even a little sunlight into this world. The Flower Girl. Yeah, if we're ever gonna play like a magic class, we definitely need Shrika in our party. Sounds good. I'll call on you if I ever feel like it, which is gonna be kind of often. Or I'll just use your class, whichever one. You just have a lot of good AoE and damage on your class, so... I think we just go home. Okay, put these in the bag. Now the question is, what do I want to do with the rest of the time? Oh, we have that quest to do. We have the Toodaloo quest to do, I guess. Wait, but can we go back in time? We can't go back in time, can we? Because the pod's not there. Oh, sorry, not back in time. We can't go back to Lost Gaia, can we? Because the pod's gone. Yeah. Well, well, there's a quest that we can't do because we can't go to Lost Eden and Lost Gaia. Abandoned Eden and Lost Gaia. So, I guess we'll just... Oh, we can't even... Okay, we can't go up there either. So our options are kind of limited. I guess fighting Arbiter of Love is probably an okay idea. Oh, we don't have anyone with us. Okay, dungeoning is a bad idea. So we're gonna fish. That's what we'll do. When all else is lost, we are going to go fishing. And we'll go fishing in, we'll go fishing in the Seas Light Cave, I guess. And we won't spend too long. I think we might just fish for a tiny bit. Maybe up until 8 PM maybe? Is there a fishing spot here? Nope. I chose the wrong place to go. Fishing spot. There's no fishing spots at all? There's none. Fine. I think Argene has a fishing spot, right? At least one. We're just running around doing nothing at the moment. Yes, there is. Okay. We'll do fishing there. There it is. Okay. Ice fishing. I'm gonna go for maybe 3 or 4 fish. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm probably just gonna cut this and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back home. Here are the results of my fishing. Lots of just cooking stuff actually. So I'll ship these, and these I'll put into my box, including 3 rare frosty herrings. Like, that's not bad. Definitely not bad. So let me see what else I can cook. I did end up eating eating a thing, so... Oh, there we go. We can make Jansen's Temptation. We can make some of these. We can make that one. Let me double check what do I need? Royal Eggplant. Okay, yeah, harvesting. That's on the way. That's on the way for sure. So Jansen's Temptation is a good one. Okay. Jansen's Temptation. Yep, we need to make that. We already made meat with that. We already made that. Do we need chili pollock to turn in? No, we don't really. Okay. Oh, we can make summer and winter spicy fish. We do need that one. So we need to make both of these, and we do have a rare version. And more lump potato is being made at the moment, so yeah, I might just do both of these and just turn it in for some more money. Yeah, this just needs a lot. Oh, peach juice, grape juice, orange juice, lemon juice. We can do most of that. We can do grape juice for sure. Peach juice is in spring. So yeah, this is basically spring, summer, fall, winter. We have plenty of lemons, so lemon juice we can definitely do. Coffee is processed rainbow bean. Makoko, yeah, that's gonna take a while. Makoko's only in summer. This needs watermelon, which is again summer. What does this need? Royal eggplant. Oh, that's almost here. Huh. This one needs lantern pumpkin, which is almost here. I'm also just gonna have to use high quality meat for that. I don't have any other meat. Rainbow bean curry soup, Mont Blanc, vegetable muffin. Vegetable jam is almost done. So there is that. Okay, let me just make a few eggs Benedict. I'm out of meat. Am I almost out of tomatoes? A little bit. It should be okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and sleep and see what happens. Oh, I'm not sleeping. You meet with Geist tomorrow. What is Aria up to? Alright, let's try to talk things out with her tomorrow. Which means, am I gonna have... Ooh, Chapter 8, A Noble Despair. That should be the last of documents for the Paradise Project. Thank you, Jabberwocky. Why do you want to know about it all of a sudden, though? It's complicated, huh? Complicated, huh? Oh, Aria, wait a sec. There's one more here. Can I see it? It looks like a list of names for a critical experiment. That's... Ooh. Oh wow. Sunstones give 5,000 each? Okay, that was 100% worth it. That, yeah. if sunstones give 5,000 each, that using that one repair kit was absolutely worth it. We're now at 15,000. We can upgrade our farm and be left with no money. Okay, is time moving? Time is not moving, of course not. Lump potato, grow with grapes. Next lump potato is at 30, that's fine. Royal, that's all fine. Oh. There is something on the table. What? That's Aria's handwriting. Thumbs, I'm sorry. I know it isn't fair of me to tell you this way in a letter you can't even reply to, but I couldn't bear to meet face to face. I went to Lost Gaia in the pod. I wanted to know more about the Paradise Project, what Geist said was true. My parents' project was humanity's last attempt to survive. So many researchers sacrificed their lives for the sake of it, my friends included. So that's why I'm sorry, Thumbs, but I can't let their sacrifice go to waste. So I'm going to implement Heaven's Shell. I'm going to the cradle by myself. Don't come after me, please. You've always fought hard for those around you, but just this once. I'll be the one to take responsibility for people, my people from Earth, so don't try to stop me. Is it the squad? Is the squad outside? Okay, no, there's still the issue with the fairies. Are you sure you want to do this alone? Yes. And they're off. That's Geist airship, right? Well, we are going after her, I suppose. Aria left. Okay, so we need to go to Castle of Illusions. Of course, like canonically, probably on the same day. We have a letter. Gratitude for I wish to share the words grow a silver blossom. Fitting for the dubbed flower girl.
Drink up, lovelies. Looks like some crops are ready for harvest.
Indeed they are. Including what I assume are the morrow corn and these things. Nice. Promised fruit too, actually.
Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Hello, good morning. Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies.
Okay, we sell all the good stuff. I'm gonna sell one promised fruit because I want to see. I never checked how expensive it is. Sell the good stuff, sell the good stuff. For this though. And then we put 5 of it away. Yeah. Put all that storage, 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 storage. Grape juice can go in storage. Syrup. Ooh, we already have 21 inside. So I'm gonna make that 30, and then we're gonna just sell the rest. And that should be a decent amount of money for today. I also need grass. Just plain grass. Flour mill. There's no music, actually, I'm just realizing. There's absolutely zero music going on right now. Okay, Cleffowl feed. Natural wool, got some milk, got some that. Okay, so we sell these and sell that. We have more high quality egg than not high quality egg at this point. Okay. Batteries. Empty battery. Oops. And what else do we need? Okay, grab these. I do need to go buy Moro corn. Can I not? Okay, there we go.
Take that! Take this! Hiya! Take that! Hiya!
Put that there.
Take this! Take that!
Okay, and then we need to fly over to...
Take this!
Okay, I'm gonna fly over to, yeah, let's fly over to Shatala real quick. I need to buy Moro corn.
Take it easy.
Okay. Quickly buy Moro corn, and then come back. We will definitely have enough money to kind of pay back all the Moro corn stuff. So, 24, 4,800. Yep, that's all good. Okay, we're good for now. Let me go to the mystery store real quick. I don't know how much Canelu dolls I collected, but it might be enough for another reward. Oh, 14. Aw. Just one more. Just one more and I can get accessory synthesis jar. And it's a recipe too, so it's a thing I can make to make better better one of these. Okay, guess there's not much else left to do here aside from just actually going on with it. Let's plant down the Moro corns. Let me just check the money I'm gonna make here. I know these sell for 500 each, so that's already 5,000. So that's already paying back all the Moro corn stuff. Everything else is a thing.
Take this! Hiya! Take this! today? Take this!
I am working on the form today. What do you think I'm doing?
Take that! Take this! Take that!
There we go. Okay, quickly check the other biomes before we head out. Okay, these are done. Wow, double nectar cane. Let me just... Oh, monolite fragments. Nope, these take a while. I think 11 days is how long the nitro pineapples take. Also, I just got a bunch of copper ore and I don't need any more copper ore. Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Nectar cane, nectar cane. Okay. That's good, we'll head out now. Let's head over to Castle of Illusions and talk with our friends
Bring
there.
back souvenirs.
Is the squad here? She's already gone. Aria's trying to take on everything by herself, isn't she? I know, because I can be like her sometimes, driving yourself into a corner, then before you know it, there's no way out again. Used to be like that too. When I lost Tiela, I closed myself off, stuck wallowing. This is not good. Dianthus, you're getting something? By the Harbinger. Ah, so Aria's the leader of the Omens now. How did she get... Oh, I guess her parents... Yeah. The Proto-Sea Slite. And what would happen after that? I cannot say with certainty. Uh-huh. Yep. Now would be a good time to tell you, I cut myself off from the collective consciousness. I am now in the same condition that old Geist was. So you are now a rogue. I may break down at any moment. If I stop acting strange, then please stop me. My current personality will be wiped and I will reboot with a new one. Hopefully it won't come to that. I will take measures to avoid it. Now, let's go up to the cradle. Let us go up to the cradle indeed. Alright. Aria, we're coming for you. Up we go. Okay, we probably want to save. Okay. I assume we need to fight through a bunch of stuff. Yep, here we go. Beatrice's Lullaby. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. I also need to add people back to my party, because I am not fighting through this whole thing alone. So Aria's gone. The only other person with crushing is Hein. We're gonna go with fire and ice is also nice. So we're gonna go with the Braca. And more AoE Sil. I think this is decent AoE here. I'll take Avenger out and I'll replace it with Shadow Walker. No, Skylancer. Yeah, okay.
The battle begins. Is everyone all right?
It's a support type, so this one's not gonna deal too much damage. Okay, there's a fear. Yep, we definitely want to avoid that.
This one isn't gonna be easy.
Okay, so we need to come this way. Can I just run? Yep, I just run. I'm gonna see if I can avoid most of the battles here and just try to get to the story. Oh, okay, we need to use... Shh. Everyone be very, very quiet. No, I'm still full health, full mana. I mean stamina. Okay, we can avoid this fight. Okay.
We better stay away from that enemy.
Yeah, we will. Okay. Okay, so that enables that lock. Ah. Okay. We're doing pretty well. Okay. So there'll be enemies here. Yep, this type of enemy too. Avoiding. Oh, okay. We got this. I've played bullet hells before. This is fine. Ah, ba-da-ba. Got it. Okay. Got it. Nailed it. Okay. Where am I? Up there. Should I repair door? Let's do it. If I get another sunstone, that's like 5,000, so... Hermit's Root, Coffee, Lorelai's Tears. Not the greatest... That was not the greatest thing in the world at all. That was not worth it. Wow, that's a good view. No. Okay, we avoid. Ow. Okay, we can... Yep, okay. I assume that fear is guarding a treasure chest. Nope, it's guarding a whole door. Wow!
Hey!
Okay, we're out of stamina. We just need to let stamina come back for a little bit. Okay. Uh-oh.
The battle begins. I can keep going
Okay,
a while
cool.
longer.
Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We're still okay. Let me scooch up over here. Okay. That makes things easier.
Hey!
Ow, 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 ow. Ow. That hurts a lot.
This isn't looking good.
Okay. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, let's heal up. I'll eat one of these.
I owe you one.
Okay, but it doesn't say there's something unusual up front, so I assume... Okay. Hello, are you here to fight me? Oh, Dianthus. I thought you had disappeared from the collective. What are you doing here? We're here to stop you. I think you'll find that I'm here to stop you. The Harbinger has instructed me to exterminate those Abel friends of yours. The Harbinger Aria has full control. Now, Dianthus, how can you justify yourself? I know we are artificial intelligence. I know we artificial intelligence cannot function unless we constantly evaluate how correct we are. But here's what I think, Callistephus. Correctness is not God. I do not obey such things. This is my own will. You sound just like the old Geist. No wonder. You're related models from the same lot. In any case, that is unimportant. You're defective, the both of you. That's why you're deluded thinking you're human. Oh boy.
Let's make a simultaneous
Ow,
attack.
ow, ow.
Just die. Here I go. Yeah.
Oh, ow, ow. Oh no, ow. Oh, I'm rooted. Knock back a little bit. I need to heal. I'm rooted again. Nice. Okay. We're fine. That was just a mid-boss. We're okay. Unbelievable. You must have noticed it too, their substandard abilities. With the monolite? I was opposed to that from the beginning. How can we hand it over to the Abels when they hadn't finished analyzing it ourselves? But that's exactly what opens up more possibilities. When humans of the past realized the limits of their intellect, they trusted their will and intuition. And in doing so, they were able to make dreams into reality. What is this noise in my logic circuitry? I don't know either. But I think that might be the only organ we have to change reality with. I believe it. I believe in it when it whispers to me. Believe. You are such a human. I believe that's supposed to be an insult. I hate to say it, but I must be defective like those two. I said hurry up. I'm sorry, Callistephus. Maybe playing human is not all bad. Alright, one more floor, I believe. Please don't just throw me into a battle. Yep, okay. This is it. Interesting. Rotating doors. Okay, let me eat this.
Thanks.
And just see how far I can go. Again, I'm gonna try to avoid most battles. Some battles are gonna be unavoidable. Like this one right here. Maybe? Okay. Oh no! Ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho! Ho ho! Teleport? Okay, I'll come down here. Yes, okay. These are range types, so it's easier to dodge.
This one isn't gonna be easy.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. Oh, we are so doomed. We are so doomed. Oh, the moment the doors locked, I realized that I made a mistake. Oh, that's fine. We were never gonna get past that anyways, so. The sad thing is, Chris is gonna take like 1,500 gold away from us. Yeah, I'm sorry. 1,250. I guess that's the limit. Yeah, I guess 1,250 is the limit. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna end this episode. We got absolutely blasted. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it. I have some stuff here I'll put in the... I'll take care of my farm, but yeah, I guess all that's left really is to go through that dungeon. So we might, when we come back, we might do Dianthus and Unicorn. Let me Let me just read their letters, see where they want me to go. Abandoned Eden, except that we can't because the pod is gone, I think. So yeah, airship. So we might even not do those. We might just go ahead and go straight to the tower and just start trying to climb up. So that'll be it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.